Good morning, friends. Every day when I meet software engineers, they are asking the same questions. So, to answer that question, I am doing this video. So, the questions are: will AI replace my job? So, will AI replace the software engineer job? And now, other questions are: should I learn Python or Java? Is AWS still worth learning? Should I move into AI? Such kind of questions the many software engineers are asking me. So if you are confused about your career in 2026, this video is for you. Today I will show you exactly what I would learn if I were starting my software engineer career today. So just see this image in the screen. So it shows that in the middle there is a software engineer who is in the middle. So in today's generation, the software engineer needs to be expert in connecting the different tools which will solve the real world problems. So different technologies, the software engineer, a successful software engineer should connect and solve the real world problems. So that way, the software engineer can become expert and he can uh, develop very good software and give it to the market. So here the technologies which are mentioned like AI in that LLM agents, RAGs, MCP and prompt engineering. So AI is booming, LLM large language models and agents on that and RAG and MCP and prompt engineering are the core areas which every software engineer needs to and must and should learn if we want to continue in a software engineering career. Whereas coming to cloud, the major cloud providers are AWS, Azure, and GCP. This cloud knowledge that every software engineer should have. And whereas coming to programming, the Python, TypeScript, and Java and Go, like these are the programming language that every software engineer needs to understand and learn. So it's a lot of learning curve is there or there also, and the software engineer should have good exposure and hands-on onto the DevOps side. So in DevOps side, the Docker, Kubernetes, Terraforms, CI/CD, and GitHub Actions, monitoring and logging tools. So these are very much required in today's era of software engineering. As coming to data side, the PostgreSQL, this is relational database, and Redis is a cache, and VectorDB for the RAG we used for the semantic search, and Kafka and data lakes. Kafka is used for the event-driven development, and security is one of the major concern. There we have to follow the zero trust principle, and in that IAM and security groups, encryption and DevSecOps come into picture. So here a software engineer is connected to all the modern applications who use AI capabilities. Like everything is connected to him. So here everything is connected means the modern applications use AI capabilities, run on the cloud, and build with the programming languages, deployed with the DevOps practices, and powered by data and secured by design. This it needs to be, it is the one point the software engineer has to look into it. And cross skill advantage, when the software engineer has a cross skill advantage, the best engineer in 2026 understand how these domains work together to build a scalable and secure and intelligent systems. And also he should have AI plus cloud is the new normal one, that AI features now part of every product. Cloud provides the infrastructure to build, scale, and serve those features. So that the every software engineer has to uh, get explored to and become expert. And other one is data is fuel. Yes, data is fuel. How we manage the data, how we retrieve the data, how we push the data, how we update the data, how that's a big area where data science will come into picture. And data is a fuel for any applications. Without data there is no value for any application. So it's from database to vector stores and streaming platforms. Data powers AI, analytics, and real-time experience. DevOps and security are essential s- because without security there is a risk, and speed without security is very much risk. So the performance is aspect we have to take care, and also the security aspect and the DevOps angle it should be taken care. So to automate everything, we have to observe continuously and build with security from day one. So whenever the application is developed, it has to be built with security in mind. So from the architecture to deployment, the security should be keep in mind in development. So out of its this section one, the key takeaway is in our 2026, a successful software engineer is connector. You don't need to be an expert in everything, but you must understand how these technologies work together to solve the real world problem. So that's a section one to understand, and more sections are there. We'll see you in the next section. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for now. We'll catch up in next section.